Hey guys, VicHD here with another indie review. Today we're looking at Mission 1985, courtesy of Keymailer. The game is a top-down retro run-and-gun game developed and published by Consolog. The game is available on Steam and Nintendo Switch, and this review is based on the Switch port of the game. In the game, you must go through the 11 varied levels and face many enemies, tanks, helicopters, and planes with the objective of defeating the dreaded General Hector and free the soldiers that are held hostage. You can go at it alone or have a second player join in as well. In the game, you can improve your firepower and use your grenades to defeat the different bosses at the end of each level. Avoid the different traps like mines or holes and face rough climates like ice or lava. The game contains 9 levels in 2D and 2 levels in 3D scaling, similar to that of Space Harrier. The game is intended as a throwback and a tribute to the 8-bit and 16-bit retro arcade titles of the 80s and 90s, like Ikari Warriors, Heavy Barrel, Guerrilla Wars, Mercs, and Rambo, though I also see a bit of Metal Slug visually too. The game is very bare bones with the controls. You use the joystick to move around, and the A button to shoot your main weapon, with the B button to throw grenades. The game has a few power-ups that you can choose from aside from your default weapon, like a 3-way spread gun and a flamethrower. You can also find power-ups like extra ammo and grenades as you progress. Speaking of progressing, I should point out that with the joystick, it does feel a little sluggish when you're trying to move forward. While the game has a lot of potential as a run-and-gun game, I feel that the game's difficulty is what holds it back. I've been trying several times to beat the first level and I had a very rough time with it thanks to the enemies that quickly overwhelm you as you try to advance through the game. While it has the option to increase the number of lives available in the title screen, it does not offer the option to lower the difficulty setting for the new players. While I love a good run-and-gun game and I get that difficulty is part of the fun, this was more frustrating than fun. It took me hours just to reach the level 1 boss and I still haven't beaten it. The game requires memorization of enemy locations and the use of the right weapons to make it through the level smoothly. Thankfully, when you die, you don't lose all of your power-ups. Well, sort of. The grenade counter does eventually reset itself every time you lose a life, but your other upgrades like the flamethrower and the spreader, you can still keep those until you run out of ammo. However, I should point out that the hit detection can be rather flawed at times. You can easily get killed by a grenade that looks like you can evade it, yet you're still in its hitbox range. Enemy projectiles are random. Sometimes they chase and fire at you, other times they'll surprise you with grenades. You may be forced to progress stealthily instead of rushing in for an attack at times, and that interrupts the natural flow of the run-and-gun concept. Look, normally in these games, the first level should serve as an introduction to the player to get a good feel of the control, gameplay, and difficulty, but as of this video, I still haven't beaten the first level. And to me, a game that is too hard on the first level is a big flaw. I've played and enjoyed hard games in the past, and I've adapted to the controls over time. But games have to be accessible, not impossible. That's like saying that running into a brick wall is fun, when it really isn't. Additionally, the game does have some voice acting in it, but you can tell that the voice actor they hired sounds more German than English, so it doesn't sound very professional. But they tried to make it work at least. I do think the game does have potential to be something really fun, but its unbalanced difficulty might make it hard for new players to get into it. I'd give it a 6 out of 10 at best. I like the concept and presentation, but the difficulty needs to be toned down a bit. And since I haven't managed to progress beyond the first level, I have no choice but to show you trailer footage of other levels that are included in the game. If you want to try this game out, go right ahead, but be warned, the difficulty is going to be frustrating for first-time players. Alright, hope you guys enjoyed the review. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, leave a comment, and I'll see you in the next video. Take care.